I'm going to have to make sweet love to this mic all night long. You're going to be over here like, Alex, why?
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to another installment of the 5 o'clock reboot, where we'll be starting your week off right. So, we talked about it last week.
Yes, we did.
Some big moves are coming, and those moves have come and gone. As you can tell, I am delusional from lack of sleep. So, we have officially moved to a new recording area. There is no soundproofing up yet, so there's going to be a slight echo. You're going to be picking up on Alex a little bit more than you need to.
Yeah,
on my end.
Well, and kind of on my end, because I'm like,
Mike is
right
having
here.
a free hand.
I'm literally having to hold my mic this episode. I could set it on the table, but anytime we like set anything down on the table, it'll be wild. Like, check this.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh, I'm imagining I'm gonna forget to edit that. I'm gonna forget to edit that, and that's gonna scare the piss out of it. You're gonna get a text at 7 a.m.
Minion? What the fuck?
What the fuck? I stopped on my forklift, Minion, and said, damn it.
Damn it. And that's how you do it too. You'd say, damn it. And then
Damn
drive
it,
off.
Minion. But yes, we have a new studio. It's phenomenal. It's exciting. Everything is much more spacious. The void is now solid. We have a solid void now. There's so much room for activities.
Yeah.
There's just a whole smorgasbord of stuff that I'm able to do now. It's awesome. It really is. So the podcast quality will be getting better due to the fact that, hey, I now have an official area to work.
I'm very excited to see what's going to come from this.
Yes. Now, on top of everything else, Alex, to your left is my mini fridge. So I can keep our drinks actually cold and things like that, because we would just take them out of the bottle and that'd be it.
Yeah, speaking of taking out of the bottle, we got one more week of that right here, because the only refrigerator that has been in has been my car. But I'm very excited for this, dude. I actually went to the liquor store today, because today was the time that I actually had time. And oh my gosh, dude, it was so sweet.
The only issue that I'm having right now is stink bugs are finding their way in. We're being infiltrated.
Because you're such a stinky boy.
I shower.
With what?
Sewage.
Well, at least he's trying to improve his own smell.
My fear is that we're going to be just chilling, and then a stink bug is just going to hit me in the forehead and just like...
Yeah, dude, because like if one of those hits you and you're just like, you're done.
You're dead.
It's over. You really will be a stinky boy.
Stinky boy. You're just going to be dead. But
Stinky
today
boy
is officially March. So we are going through Irish Drinking Month.
Yes.
Which is very exciting. I always get excited about this. You need to be planning to go to the Scottish Games with me this year.
When again is that?
That is May 20th and 21st.
I will certainly say. Wait. What days of the week is that?
I will look.
I would love to look, but alas, all I've got's my strong arm.
My strong hand. So that is a Saturday and Sunday. I know it's going to be a bit of a stretch.
Tickle my toes, bro.
I know.
I'm going to have to think about how to do that.
But
I'm going to try.
As an incentive, do keep in mind, you do have the ability to go do a Scotch tasting.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't get to go do it last year because I didn't sign up. But the big plan is I'm planning on getting my tartan. I want to get my tartan, and I want to go full clad. So not just like a basic kilt. I want to go full clad with the full dealio. Issue is that it is expensive to get your tartan.
Yeah.
Per meter. It's like $200 a meter. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, like a meter is 3 feet.
Yeah, so I mean, it's how much per meter?
It's like 200 per meter.
200 per meter?
Yeah.
You're looking at like $600 damn dollars.
Yeah. It's for the craft. The only issue is that it takes like 12 weeks for these people to send it to me. So what I may end up having to do is just finding, like I said, I'm running on no sleep. We are here. But it may end up having to be that I go through and find something that looks kind of like my tartan and then just wear that for the Scottish games. But a lot of cool stuff with that. I'm very excited this year to go to do that. And on top of that, we have a couple of new investments that are going to be going on as well. I officially have a 3D printer for this time. I'm going to be printing off a whole bunch of stuff. I've been looking at gun parts. We have one of the people at my work who's wanting like a sea urchin hat.
Oh yeah, that's what the cone was, right?
Yes, little cone. And then with that, I'm also going to be doing possibly some more VR stuff. So VR stuff will be really cool because they've got like little butt stocks and stuff like that you can print. Like you can break your hands away for playing like Pavlov and stuff like that.
Yeah,
really, really cool. It's just so much fun. I'm excited.
You know, there's a game that I tried on VR. Have you ever heard of a game called Ragnarok?
I have.
It's like Guitar Hero, but for drums.
Yes, you did tell me about that,
dude. Oh my god! It's so good.
There's that. I've got Beat Saber and a game called Pistol Whip. Now, Pistol Whip is kind of like that,
dude. Yeah,
except it's just guns.
You showed me Pistol Whip, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did, and I showed you Blade and Sorcery.
Dude, that was like legit my first time in VR. That was a wild time.
And here's the thing, with this new spot, that right there, that's my VR space.
Yeah, I saw your angles.
Yeah, so no more punching the bookshelf.
No more punching the bookshelf. No more punching your buddies.
Well, that still might happen.
Yeah, have you ever played a game called Gorn?
I've never played Gorn because I have Blade and Sorcery and Hellsplit Arena.
Oh, that's right.
But Gorn is still a fun one to play because it's kind of cartoonish.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I'm a freaking monster in Gorn.
I'm a monster in Hellsplit Arena. The AI on those dudes are insane.
Really?
It's scary. They fight you every step of the way. We've been recording for a hot minute, and we haven't even
looked at the damn thing. What are we drinking today? Oh, wait a minute. I'm just kidding.
What are we drinking
today we will be drinking an Irish whiskey. The brand is called Busker, and it is a triple cask Irish whiskey, which means that it has been aged in 3 different barrels. And they do that to try to like refine the taste. Now, if you like the taste of whiskey, might be mighty fine. Now, for my good buddy Derek, we're gonna see how it goes.
Well, I mean, we've never had a triple cask before, have we?
That's true, we've not. Here, I'll do a little bit reading on the bottle here. It says triple cask, triple smooth. The Busker Irish whiskey. This is an 80 proof whiskey, which means it's 40% alcohol by volume. So this is some fuck you up juice. And this is a 750 milliliter bottle, so I got a full one. Royal Oak Distillery. Says proudly handcrafted in Royal Oak Distillery, Ireland.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Alex. I got really nervous for a second because your mic shined a light onto your beard, and I was like, "Is he bleeding?"
Oh no.
I was like, what is going on? Like it's just, and then the red moved, and I was like,
Like SCP, some odd number, the podcaster.
the podcaster,
It's like,
the red beard.
he'll talk you into hosting a podcast with him, and then one night, after you move a couple times, he'll start bleeding profusely. And then you find out that he is, in fact, an escaped SCP. No longer in the containment.
That is the best explanation
I'm
that
over here.
someone could have possibly given of someone who may or may not have ever seen anything from SCP.
Listen, man. Even though I'm in the little leagues, you said it was the best explanation. I may be running around here with a bunch of... I may be playing baseball with a bunch of 12-year-olds, but I just knocked it out of the park, so I feel pretty good.
I hate you.
Now, would you like to know what the back of this bottle says? It says, The Busker. This one is for the wanderers, the sharers of stories, the followers of dreams, the maker-uppers of their own tunes, living unabashedly. Meet the Busker. Its roots run deep at Royal Oak Distillery, the home of Irish whiskey culture, where all types of traditional whiskeys, grain, malt, and pot, are are made under one roof, but only in wandering far has it found its true place in the world, here among the spirited, like you.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, it said pot.
It said pot, therefore I'm on board.
Therefore, it's dope.
It said the funny word. So, have you ever had this before?
No, I really wanted to try something new today.
Very exciting.
Now, are you ready for the opening of the bottle?
If you...
I'm going to do it correctly,
Would
fear
you
you
like me
not.
to-
Huh?
Would you like me to hold the mic? So that you, for your hands, you don't put it on the table? I'm currently being his tripod. Other one. Other way. He's like, "Oh,
Thanks, man." Yeah, I was like, dude, turn that shit all the way down. Put it on the floor. Are you ready to get a sniff of this?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Like Icarus, I have flown too close to the sun.
Oh,
That'll wake you up.
truck.
That'll make you shit hair.
Oh,
That'll make you grow nose hair so long people think you got a mustache.
the bo.
In short, that'll make the hair fall off your chest. You know, like whenever someone talks about a strong drink, they're like, I'll put hair on your chest.
This one's so strong, it'll make hair grow on your chest and fall off.
Yeah. This will make your nose hairs grow so long, it looks like you've got chest hair, and then your nose hairs will fall out.
That's mighty fine strong. Put the nozzle on the...
That's a mighty fine straw.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
All I want is a proper cup of coffee.
No. So I've actually been trying to sell a bunch of stuff because I'm trying to get my hands on the valve index. Oh, Alex.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm a fool. And it sounds so distant because my gain's all the way down since I'm talking like this. I'm like, you just hear.
But I'm trying to sell some stuff so I can get the valve index. I'm trying my damnedest. There's a person I've been in contact with for like 2 weeks because somehow they haven't sold it yet. They are being incredibly nice. I swear to God, if it's a scam, people will die. Ooh. Lovely. But I'm actually selling my washer tomorrow.
Selling your washer?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm actually selling the headset that you guys have been seeing. I'm also selling those as well. Because I got these, which are wireless.
Making money moves.
Yes. This is a temporary thing. I'm going to be switching over to like some really, really good headphones. They cost about the same as the other headset that I was going to get. They're actually Steel Series. Because I was going to get the Astro A50s, but I have the Astro A40s. But as you guys have seen constantly, time and time again on the podcast, I would yank the cable and the whole thing would come off and into the floor. I don't want that to happen anymore. So it'll be a Steel Series headset. It's one of the newer ones. It's like $300. But it'll make it better for me, better for you, and no more awkwardly, accidentally yanking my headset off, which also makes it great for my VR experience as well.
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
Because I no longer have to worry about yanking my headphones off.
That's wonderful. Sorry, I was trying to look at the little bit of the data there on the old streamy poo.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I had 2 barbecue sandwiches before we came here.
You need to take a shit, don't you?
It's going to be explosive. Anyway, let's get into the drink.
Anyway, let's lube it up, motherfucker.
let's take a wide mouth smell.
That's actually pleasant.
I mean, I can smell the wood.
It smells very refined.
I guess I could pick up on that. I feel like I need to go to, like, I've always said that, like, I need to go to like a proper whiskey tasting so that they can explain to me what it is that I'm looking for whenever I'm drinking it. Because all whiskey to me tastes the same. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Right. I mean, like, it's very similar. You know, there's different mashes, like the different grain bills, different things like that. But a lot of it tastes alike because of the barrel, which is the overpowering flavor of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Because the alcohol itself tastes like donkey dong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they use like MSG or whatever it is that they use to put it in there.
Well, I mean, the stuff that they put in the barrels, it's like moonshine, except instead of corn and sugar, they use like wheat and barley.
Yeah. To
like ferment and stuff like that, or rye. Like for example, Sugarlands has Jim Tom's unaged rye moonshine. It's a rye whiskey, like because he uses like rye and corn, I think. And there's probably a couple other things that go in there, but it's basically a whiskey that's just not been aged. So like it's not been put in a barrel or anything. They distill it and sell it.
I was gonna say then technically that wouldn't make it a whiskey.
Like it's whiskey before the aging. You know what I'm saying?
Like once it's put into a barrel, from what I've understood, once it's put into a barrel, then it's considered a whiskey. It has to be a whiskey for a certain amount of time.
Right. And then I think the longer you age it, after a while, then it becomes like they say it's like a bourbon. Well, bourbon's probably something different anyway.
Bourbon and whiskey are differed by the amount of barley and malt, I think. The wheat, barley, and malt, I think. Give me 1 second. I'm looking up how to drink whiskey so I can try to give this a proper go here.
Send her down. That's what I gotta say.
There's a way to drink it. And whiskey is neat, cleansing your palate with cool water between sips. That does not tell me. No, I asked how to drink it, not to sample it.
Put it in your mouth and swallow it.
That's if it says that. Choose your glass.
Well,
choose your glass.
Choose your fighter. I've chosen this one.
Enter.
You're on the 5 o'clock reboot. We've been recording this show for well over a year, and we're just now
inhale the scent,
trying to learn about how to drink.
Take a moment to enjoy the aroma. Yeah. Savor the taste. Take a sip. Allow the whiskey to roll over your tongue before letting it slip smoothly down. Take your time. See what flavors you recognize. Some will be unique or come across stronger to you. Try discussing what you can taste with friends. Okay. Simple enough. Now to Google what is the difference between...
Are you recording still? Yes, you are.
Yes. I would hope so. I think I see a red dot. Yeah, I see a red dot. What is the difference between whiskey and bourbon? So what was the corn percentile? I was an idiot and didn't even remember.
No, you ain't no idiot. You know.
Let's try it the way they suggested.
So we smell.
Smell. I can smell.
I'm actually starting to get some pleasant smells. I mean, it does burn like nobody's fucking house.
After we almost killed our nasal passages.
Yeah, because I'm a dummy. I opened this bottle of whiskey and went...
But it does, after it takes a second, you can actually smell something rather pleasant out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you...
Give it a sip. It's a little clinky.
We take a sip, not a full shot.
Just a little sip. First one's free.
That is very good.
It's not bad as a sip.
It's also smooth as all get out.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as that touched my tongue, it tried to go down.
I'm trying to see what I taste. I do taste. It's like alcohol-y, it's alcoholish.
Oh, you mean you're getting past the wood? Like, you're getting past the barrel taste?
I think that's what I might be tasting. I'm not sure.
Does your tongue feel weird?
A little bit.
This did burn as soon as it touched my tongue. And it's leaving a nice little, fucking...
Yeah, kind of like a vibration. So let's drop the whole thing.
Clinkies and sinkies.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Now it's starting to crawl. Ooh.
Mine's not really crawling. It's just makes me feel like I've got a little bit of acid reflux.
It's kind of...
There's the chest. Which is so surprising, because as soon as that touches your tongue, it wants to go down.
Oh, yeah. I will say, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I
really enjoy that.
I would not mind seeing, because I've never actually just flat out had risky whiskey on the rocks and just sipped.
I feel like this is one that we could do that with.
I think it might be something I could actually try to enjoy.
If I didn't have to work tomorrow, I would gladly have a couple of them with you.
Yeah. Well, so what's going to be happening here soon? The plan is I'm going to find the studs on this wall, and I'm going to put some floating shelves up, and the graveyard that we've been collecting for over a year now is, with the soundproofing going up, it is going to line the wall with every drink that we have had on this podcast.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm also planning on making a shadow box for all 3 of the Assassin's Creed drinks.
Hell yeah.
It's going to go right on top of my fucking fridge.
Wait, you said you're wanting to find the studs along the wall?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, you want to find the studs along the wall? They're right here, buddy.
I saw the computing, the gears turning. You're like, I could make a joke out of this. Hold
How
on,
to deliver the joke. Now, what if?
How to deliver it. And I'm just like, me, 2 brain cells left. And yes, using a stud finder to. Oh yeah, by the way, my TV, you guys can't see it. That TV is mounted.
Ooh.
So I can actually pull it out, which is fantastic because where me and my girlfriend are in bed, I can pull the TV out and direct it at the bed.
Now, that's mighty fine.
It is mighty fine indeed.
That is really nice.
Spencer was not happy whenever I took that.
I would say not. What's he gonna do?
He's also moving with us as well.
Is he gonna stay in here?
Yes. He's not staying here. He's going to be downstairs.
Oh.
Yes. He's getting his own room, his own space. He got to pick the room first for the last place because he was fronting all the money for it.
Right.
But since I'm helping to cover everything and take care of everything here, I'm cleaning out his room. I'm picking this room. He can have that room. And I'm getting 3 cats.
3 of them.
3. Mine is going to be named. I need to remember her name. Shit. I keep forgetting her name. Yoruichi.
Oh.
The cat from Bleach.
I really need to watch Bleach.
It's so good.
Like, where can I watch it now?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Alex. You could watch it on Crunchyroll. Probably, I don't think you can watch it on Funimation. I know you can watch it on Crunchyroll, though.
Are you talking about crunchyroll.com/5o'clock reboot? I'm just kidding.
Could you imagine? Bunch of
my
dudes
God.
sitting around drinking all the time. And they're just like, I'm glad you asked, Alex. Why don't you try out Crunchyroll /5o'clock reboot?
Dude, we would be... If we ever get a single sponsor.
I hope it's like Crunchyroll.
Oh my God. I don't even care if it's...
sponsor me so bad.
I don't even care if it's Raid Shadow Legends.
I don't want to do Raid Shadow Legends.
I don't either.
Don't get me wrong. I'll do it. I'll even take the time to play the game to make sure that I like it before I try to sponsor it. I'm the kind of guy, like, I've done sponsors before, so I like to make sure that the product is good before I just start handing out sponsorships.
Right.
Because, like, I sponsored certain energy drinks whenever I was a streamer. I was actually doing Ray's Energy. Ray's isn't bad. I like Ray's. It's very tasty. I just could not keep up with getting the drinks. So I stopped doing sponsorships with them. But, I mean, if I like it, I'll sponsor it. Raid Shadow Legends is literally everywhere. So, you know.
I mean, it's not like they need us to do this.
They don't. But how many drinking channels has a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor?
Yeah, how many people who like to have a sip or two with their buddies play Raid Shadow Legends together?
I'll play Raid Shadow Legends with you.
I need to fucking check that out. Like, because I have not once downloaded it.
I think I downloaded it once and didn't even play it.
The thing that I like about the Raid Shadow Legend like sponsors is that like it's not a legitimate ad on YouTube, and I'm able to just fast forward through it.
Yeah.
I do not even care.
Well, I'm kind of the same way because like how people have been skipping the ads or getting YouTube Premium. I have YouTube Premium. You don't have to deal with ads, and so they're like, we have to get ads to people. How do we do it? Well, we have YouTubers. We could pay the YouTubers, and the YouTubers could get ad revenue per click, per capita. The more they click, the more money we send. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if we could just get people to click our channel.
That's the stepping stone. First the channel.
That's been the stepping stone.
The sponsors.
Listen, man, it starts with the channel.
It starts with channel.
Then it's all about the money.
It's all about the money. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
You know, I feel like this podcast really is about sending a message.
Drink more with your buddies.
Now, hold on.
No, drink more with your buddies.
As long as you ain't,
Drinking yourself stupid.
yeah, as long as you're not like, doing it every single day.
I mean, you could do it every single day in moderation. Not like getting thrashed.
Crashed, ready to get bashed.
Yeah, you just take a couple of drinks, have some cold one with the boys.
Well, be sure to remember to take breaks every now and then, though.
Yeah.
Take breaks from it, because if you
like
don't,
him and shit black.
yeah, that happened.
Good memories.
I freaked out. I sent pictures of my shit to everybody.
You didn't send to me.
Yeah, no,
You
I
still
didn't.
have it?
Do I still have the No, I don't have the pictures.
Oh, well. I have shit on this podcast.
Shit. This podcast gives me the shits.
You're not wrong. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. It's very exciting to be able to see what all's going on.
Yeah, we're actually making some moves.
Yes.
I mean, this studio is very nice.
It's very good. I'm going to start putting up soundproofing on the ends here. And once everything gets set up and sexy, it's going to sound a whole lot better. Because whatever we were recording was about this size. But this is just a lot more enclosed, so it's a lot better. We don't have a bunch of open space behind us. The void is solid now. We've got walls on the side where I can put up soundproofing that's in closer proximity, so empty spatial sound is not going to be an issue. So it's a huge deal. Now, granted, I am painting the room, and then the paint is immediately going to get covered with soundproofing. But I mean, I'm getting to have my own space to actually take advantage of what I want in a space.
Yeah.
Which is great. I've got an actual closet, and the only thing that's creepy about my room, you didn't see it, but on the other side of that fridge, there's a small door.
I did see it. I saw it a little while ago.
In the closet.
Where do they go?
In crawl spaces of the house. Yeah.
So, you ever seen The Grudge?
I'm moving out right fucking now.
Nah, I'm just teasing. I can't say anything. The house I'm going to be moving into has a crawl space under the house.
Ooh. You ever see The Ring?
I saw that one clip, and you can fuck right off. Because I'm stuck paying on that bitch for 30 years.
I'm fucking stuck with that hoe.
I am locked in like the fucking Auntie Donna skit. Lock it in.
Lock it
in, chompa. That's basically what we're telling the fucking lender. They're like,
do you know the power of shadows?
Are you aware of the power of shadows? That's a real fuck thing to say, man.
Are you aware of the power of shadows is on the ball?
Ding. I'm liking this, actually. I'm liking this a whole lot more than I really thought I would. I have no idea why I haven't just been doing this.
I wonder if I don't see it making any noise from it just moving about, so that's good at least.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't.
He's just gonna start doing that from now on. I've got my fancy build. He's got his mic stand. Like, hi, how are you?
Did you notice I just cleared my throat and
Oh my god.
Nothing.
I love that.
Now, I plan on remaining sober throughout the night.
Yes.
Next week, on the other hand, I'm gonna be over here dropping this thing. You're like, those of you listening on Spotify are just gonna hear fucking, yeah, just, and Derek's gonna go, oh fuck,
Damn it!
I can't wait to edit that out.
I can't wait to edit that. Or forgets to edit it out.
Forgets.
Ah, fuck! I can't wait to edit that out.
The tea is ready. You'll understand whenever you listen to this in headphones.
I'm scared.
God, I'm a dork. And I'm okay with it.
Yes. It's one of your redeeming factors.
Well, here I was thinking it was my ass.
Now pour me a drink.
You know, I was actually about to say, let's get into a fucking...
Yeah, because we've just been talking this whole... See, this is what happens. We get all excited about, like, new stuff and grand fixtures, and there's so much that I want to do to this room.
Dude, yeah, no, for real.
I was actually considering all the different paint things that I was going to do. So I'm going to be painting the doors black, putting soundproofing on the doors as well. I can start hanging stuff up on the walls and things like that. So I'm thinking about, yeah, probably a little more. But with all this, it's in a tighter enclosed space, so soundproofing is going to sound a whole lot better as well. There should be less echo going on, which is preferable, which would be good for us as well, because once we start making this sound more isolated, there'll be less worry. The only worry that we really have right now is specifically me coming through on both mics and Alex coming through on both mics. So hopefully within the next day or two, I'll start getting soundproofing up. I need to get more paint to finish painting the walls and stuff. But once everything's up and ready, buddy, that soundproofing is going to be a godsend.
So, do you want to hear something really good? Check this.
That is going to be piercing later. I want you to be aware that red line the entire time. He almost put the can down. It would have been like ASMR magic gold, liquid gold. Jake.
Now, before I pour this other drink, I just need you to know. When I went to move my mic, that was hell. Because my gain was up so much, man. You were like... you were like, that's going to be piercing. And I was like, it actually sounded pretty good, because it was like, it sounded like something from a commercial, you know what I mean? Like for a beer commercial, like fucking... And like the pour sounded good for a second, but then, you see, I moved the mic, and it went...
Oh no. You're giving me so much pork, Alex. Why? Why? Alex, please. I get it. I need to work on the podcast more, okay? Please. Please, I get it. I understand. I understand. Just please stop making me have work. He's gonna be like, man, where all that editing's going? You're just seeing me at the computer just... And I've already got so many ideas too. Because we're talking about, what?
I'm sorry. You said you have so many ideas, and the first idea that came to my mind was, instead of cutting out the little You, you fucking at Echo.
I was actually immediately thinking of the pufferfish.
Oh, but no, for real, because because of how loud the fucking thing moving for me was, and I went, and I went to move my mic, and it was like, oh. Are you ready to try this?
I am very much ready.
Busker sitting in a doctor's office
No.
that happens to be the doctor of peppers. Pepper doctor.
The whiskey actually comes through with that.
It does, but not in a bad way.
No, it's actually kind of fantastic because it's kind of like a like you taste the whiskey, but then I think it's like I don't know what flavor it is in the Dr. Pepper, but kind of like goes through it.
Cherry.
The cherry?
Yeah.
Because it's wonderful.
And it's one of the 23.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's very good. I feel like if it was mixed stronger, it would be a little bit less. But generally for like a mixed drink, something like that, you usually want like a shot.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm actually very impressed because like it's not often that I have a whiskey that goes this good with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know, like Dr. Pepper usually, like either the whiskey comes through too much or it doesn't come through enough. But like I really feel like this is a golden balance.
It's actually like a really good balance. It's not bad at all. Now,
I'm gonna have to remember to sip this because I need that one to fucking last me the rest of the episode.
yeah.
And now I'll make you another one though.
I mean, I'll take another one. But we do need to start figuring out the future of what we're going to be doing. I don't know much about 3D printing right now. I'm still learning. But the plan is I'm going to be trying to make us actual drinking glasses out of food-safe material. Something that could potentially withstand alcohol. So I want to make us little shot glasses and actual tankards that we can drink out of, because I think that'd be super dope.
I mean, it certainly would be, but I don't know enough about 3D printing.
I know nothing of 3D printing. I'm actually, whenever we're done with this, I'm going to calibrate that and go ahead and get the next build ready, which I have to build a shroud for the thing for the exhaust so it runs quieter. That's the big move. Now, I only have pink filament right now. So I'm having to print out. It's all going to be in pink. But once I get better filament, I'll be replacing all the parts and putting it in a red. So it's going to be black and red.
Ooh. But hey, it'll be pretty. I mean, listen, man, pink's a beautiful color.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like pink, but it'll kind of crash the vibe.
It will kind of clash with the void. No. It'll be like Legally Blonde went to hell, you know, something like that.
Yeah, you know, there's some kind of Barbie joke in there somewhere.
Probably.
But it'll be a lot better, and once I get everything officially up and running, it'll be kind of, there's a lot that I'm having to do. Now, the big plan is that I'm going to replace the extruder on there with something called a Sprite. Not the drink, but it gets up to 300 degrees. Now with 300 degrees, I can print metal. Like
yes.
aluminum and bronze and copper.
I wonder how much copper, like, filament is for that.
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
You know what you can make with copper?
Alcohol.
I was thinking, like, mule mugs.
Mule mugs. Copper.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, just on two separate paragraphs.
No, we're just in different chapters.
I wouldn't even say different chapters. Same page, really. But yeah, that's kind of the big steps that are going to be coming in the next little bit. So looking at what's going to potentially come about of that is going to kind of depend. I'm wanting to make it in multiple colors, but I got to figure out how to do that first.
Well, man, I know you'll figure it out. You're a smart guy. You're really good at figuring stuff out. Especially when it comes to like technology stuff.
After a lot of screaming and cussing and pulling my hair out, I always figure it out in the end.
Sounds like me when I was trying to figure out guitar.
Where's the chord? I got it.
Yeah. No, dude, for real.
Now, I could try to learn how to 3D print. But what if?
He could 3D print him a sex bot. Barbara. Busty ass robot body.
Busty ass robotic breeding.
Breeding?
Is that what you said?
I said busty ass robot body. Responsive apparatus.
I was like, whoa.
That's what it was.
Breeding. Come on, Barbara.
Bet you Tony Stark did something like that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they didn't write about it in the comics, of course.
But, I mean, he's a billionaire playboy philanthropist. Why wouldn't he?
Now, what if he built an Iron Man suit?
That's what Ultron was supposed to be.
Yeah, it started out as the ultra dick sucker fucking whatever. Then he gains sentience all of a sudden.
It's the ultra ween.
Yeah, that's why whenever he talks, he sounds like...
I hate that.
I hated that too.
He's like, I ain't got no strings.
Man. You know who I bet didn't invent a sex robot? Bruce Wayne. That dude's too mad. That dude's too mad to fuck too hard. Well, I mean, he fucks a little bit. He fucks. I'm not saying that he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying, like...
He fucks, but I don't think he would fuck a robot. I feel like he's got to go, you know...
I mean, he's also, like, a ladies' man.
I think he's got to go be a cold water server. Because he serves just ice.
So, Alex, what do you think of this drink? We're just in the episode here. As my fucking belly was just poking out.
Well, I think it's pretty ballin'. You over there with your belly button out. Your little Audi.
Little Audi R8.
Now, what if there was somebody who was like, so I've come up with a car, but I don't know what I should call my brand. A dude comes in there playing with his belly button. He's just like, dude, get your finger out of... Oh, shit, that's an Audi. Oh. Write that down. Write that down.
Audi. Well, we can't name it Audi. It's got to be Audi.
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 Audi. I've never driven an Audi.
I don't have the money.
Me neither. What a coincidence.
What a funny little coinkydink. We don't have money.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anytime soon.
I mean, I'm alright with that, dude. I'm having the time of my life right now.
I mean, hey, I don't need money. I'm having a great time with my good buddy Alex.
Same here.
And that is priceless.
Screen just goes black.
That's where the episode just fades out.
Hanging out with my good buddy. And that is priceless.
Cuts into the gaming channel.
Oh my god. And that is priceless.
It's the Kraken! Fuck! You guys okay?
Yeah, they forgot to add that little scene in the Pirates of the Caribbean. They had to cut that one out.
You guys okay?
No, it's a fucking... What's that? It's a Kraken. Fuck!
Fuck! Anyway,
Well, back to me dealing with my glass eye.
My eye.
It was wooden, wasn't it?
It's wood.
Could you imagine the hell?
He's like, it gave me splinters.
Gave me splinters. Parlay.
Blast whoever invented parlay. That would be the French.
You know, man, I like a good parlay. You know why?
Why?
That's all this podcast is. Parlays like to speak.
Oh. That was just like a truce. A ceasefire.
You ever heard the phrase, parlez-vous français? That means you speak French?
Huh. Didn't think of that. I knew I kept you around for a reason.
Well, glad to know that my full year of French class in high school paid off.
I'm so happy to see that out of all the things that you could use out of me, it is my French lingo.
I actually used to be good in French, like in the class, but I never really wanted to pursue like another language as like my main thing. Like if I learn another language, it's gonna be like a thing on the side. You know what I mean?
I the only language that I really want to learn is if I'm going to the country, I want to learn the language. At least be conversational, because that's always the thing that I have. That's one of my pet peeves, which sounds terrible, but like if you go to another country, you should at least learn to be conversational in that country.
Or at least be able to know where the bathroom is.
Exactly.
Like I feel like learning a couple key phrases would be handy.
Yeah.
But I will say, I saw this video of this guy who learned Irish Gaelic, and then he went to Ireland and started like speaking it. And some of the people were like really impressed. They were like, "Oh shit, wow, yeah."
He knows Gaelic.
And then there was this one old guy who was like, "Go back to your own country," in Gaelic.
You know what's funny? This is gonna be a little controversial, but
Oh.
it's a little controversial. But people always say that like America is like the worst country to go to because it's like the most racist. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not. There's some countries around this place that are just like the second they find out you're foreign, they're like, "Yeah, I need you to get out. Go away now."
Yeah, I mean, really and truly, they're like, a lot of people think that like racism is like an exclusively American issue, but it is an everywhere issue.
It is everywhere,
and it is a real problem.
and it's not even like racism. It's just people not liking people coming to their country.
Yeah,
it's like because you so for example, like Hawaii. I've been told numerous times that people from Hawaii hate white people. They hate them.
well, I mean, think about it, dude. For real though, like when you think about the history,
Yeah.
I would hate what. Fuck.
Like, yeah. But I didn't do it.
I mean, true.
Like, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm funny sometimes.
Look at him, giving himself all that credit sometimes.
Sometimes.
He said,
like,
"What if?" like 10 minutes ago. I'm just teasing.
Like,
I'm teasing. You are really funny. I feel like if it weren't, I feel like you bring the majority of the comedy into this show.
no, it's you and your crude dad jokes, but enough stroking each other's dicks.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucking spitting on me, so we should probably stop.
But like, it's like, I always find it really funny because it's like, just give everyone the benefit of a doubt. I do. After everyone tells me all these horrible stereotypes, I'm like, no, not them.
You know, I was actually having a conversation about that, or about something like that with a friend of mine recently. You know, in the industry that that we work in and stuff. He was like, "Well, I heard a lot of stuff about a lot of people," and I was like, "Dude, anything anyone tells you like that, take it with a grain of salt.
Take it with a tablespoon of salt.
Legitimately, because somebody probably pissed in their Cheerios and they hate that person, so they're going to try to persuade everybody that they see that hasn't met that person to hate that person because you're friends with this somebody, right? Form your own opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to come in here and just like judge people, but like,
but do form your own opinions.
Yeah, absolutely form your own opinions. You know, like if I was walking down the street and there was like an old guy sitting on a porch and they were like, hey, you better not step on his grass because he will shoot you. You know, shit like that. Be like one of those, get off my lawn. You know, I'm gonna look over when I walk by. And if this dude is fucking packing on his porch, rocking in a rocking chair, looking at me all hateful, then I might be like, you know,
he might shoot me.
He might be mad. Unable to access live.
Huh? Oh, it's probably from the internet.
That happens every now and then. But, I mean, if I walk by and this dude is just sitting there with a glass of tea with no teeth and he's smiling about it, I might wave at him. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey. Which I say I might wave at somebody. I wave at people I don't even know.
You literally wave at a dog because he's like a good boy.
I wave because he's waving back at me.
The dog?
With his tail.
My glass is all the way over there.
You can't cope with my jokes. Now you can cope with my jokes. Sometimes it's hard being the funniest person, you know? That's why I'm always soft.
What?
I have no clue. I've been up since early ass o'clock, Derek.
Same. I have been sleeping until I've been awake until the birds chirp, and then I'll finally go to bed, and I'll just be like, oh, thank God. And then I'll wake up at like 2 hours later, I'm like, right, ready to start the day.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
We did it. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
And
doing it Dr. Pepper style.
Doing it Dr. Payway.
Payway?
Payway. Into the Dr. Pay.
Dr. P to the E to the double P-E-R. I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. He's like, how do you respond? It's like there's two things, and I had the little choice. It was like violence, sorrow. And like time was running out, and it was like, if you let this timer run out, it's gonna say sorrow. And I was like going to like the circle was starting to fill on violence, and then the timer runs out, and it's just
you're slowly making an angry face. You're going
balling up a fist, and then it's just like, oh my God. Oh man,
I hated those.
Yeah, that was god awful.
Those are some of the worst things that can happen in a video game. You're like, okay, I finally made my choice, and it's like, no, time is out. Goodbye.
Man, you know what game like caught me off guard to like start paying attention to like timing and things and like pressing buttons?
What?
And it was very smart about how they did this. Was Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Like Assassin's Creed, like the first one. Because like you could play the game and it would be like perfectly fine, and you'd like never interact with any of the cutscenes. Like you'd get the gist. But when you're like actually invested and you see the little glitch, you're just like, and then it's a movie. That was so awesome.
Well, with like quick time events, for me, it was whenever you'd fight, because then you could like counter and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's why I loved the counters in like the older Assassin's Creed games, because like it was more involved to do the thing.
Yeah.
You know, which made you feel like you really earned that cool like cinematic kill. Did you ever run around with your fist? And wait, no, no, it wasn't my fist. Like sometimes I would get like a big group of guards to fight, and I found out that you could incapacitate soldiers without killing them.
You just like run up and just.
No, it's not that one. I'm talking about like in the first one.
Yeah.
Like you could do it with your fist if you like hit them and stuff, but if you wait for a strong attack from the soldiers, because like if it's a quick one, you'll just deflect and all this other stuff. But if you wait for them to like do a big wind up swing and you counter it, like they would do like a little like a couple like melee hits before they would like actually use their sword. And if you don't follow up on it with like the kill button, then you'll just do the little like punch in the chest and the stomp on the foot. And if you do that 3 times, the soldier will just fall over.
He just
and like they're laying there and they're like and you can walk
like
around
Loki after the Hulk smash.
Yeah. Pretty much. But like after you do that, right, and you finish all your fights, all those guys are still alive. And I found that out because if you walk around with your hidden blade, you can lock onto those guys that you didn't finish off and you can finish them off.
Yeah.
I was a sick fuck whenever I played Assassin's Creed.
You're like, oh, you're down.
I was like, I'm going to save you for last. You're going to listen to all your buddies.
Oh my God.
I was like, I was awful. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was actually thinking about it for research, being like, is this going to kill this guy?
I love that. That's like the inner sociopath inside. You're just like, let's kill him.
Oh shit, it did.
Taking notes on that one for later. Ted Bundy called.
Ted Bundy
He wants
called.
to take some notes.
He said he appreciates the idea.
He likes the notes you've written.
No, dude, Assassin's Creed, I was a maniac playing those games whenever I was littler. Like, I never once... Yeah, actually, you know, everybody... And people would make the argument, they're like, video games are making people violent. And, you know, there may be 1 or 2 cases where that would be true, where somebody's violent before they get a hold of video games. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what Assassin's Creed made me want to do? Climb everything.
Yeah.
I thought that I could climb literally anything. I thought that I had, like, 12 different like routes up to the top of my school building.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so I can run up, I can grab onto that ledge, and that window right there it looks like it's wide enough for me to get half of my fingertips on, and that's all I need.
That's all I need.
That's all I need for my fucking 100, at the time it was probably like 120 pound ass.
Each hands are like fish hooks, mate.
Yar.
A yar. Almost died recently. I just remembered that.
Let's unpack.
Just open that box. So I was eating a pizza and I sharply inhaled because I needed to cough, and a piece of pizza lodged in my throat. Like I could still breathe, but like breathing was agonizing because I had to like breathe to cough up what I needed to cough up. And I was tearing up in the eyes, and I was just hacking, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. And then it finally came up, and I was like, second breakfast. And just...
Wow. Damn. You know, we've told some great stories on this podcast. You know, even whenever you talked about Hercules, you weren't like, oh, I almost died. You were like, so I had to run in with a bear. This time you're like, oh, I almost died. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, last week you talked about a bear. It's like, what the fuck's he going to talk about today? So I was eating pizza, and I'm like, and then a bear came and tried to get your pizza? Like, what happened? So I was eating pizza.
I've had a run-in with Hercules, not that big of a deal. By the way, I almost died. I was eating pizza, and I just inhaled it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And I hacked it up, and I was like, second breakfast.
That was my forehead hitting the mic. What about second breakfast?
What about second breakfast? Oh my God, I annoyed the shit out of my
afternoon
girlfriend
tea?
with that. Like, Mr. Frodo, please. I might just go antagonize her with that after we're done here. I'm gonna go crawl on the bed with her and be like, Mr. Frodo.
Gandalf the Fool. Well, two can play at that game. Saruman the White. Saruman the Stupid. Saruman the Silly. Saruman the... Wait, what was it? Saruman something. Saruman the Stinky.
Oh my god.
I love that video. It tickles me a lot. Tickles my toes.
Tickles you.
Would you like another drink?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to mute my mic while I make this drink.
God, there was just so much to talk about, and I'm just keep forgetting what it was that I needed to talk about. Moving was a bit of a hassle too, because I had to like get my cables and everything. I went without a third monitor, and then found out the cable that I needed for my third monitor was in the Oculus box. Yeah. But it was so funny because I was like, I need my PC to be 3 monitor because that's how I run everything. And so I was like looking around, and I have 3 other cables, 3 that work. I was like, this has been a problem that has happened before. That's how you know. Painting was a bit of a pain. Painting was a bit of a pain as well because you're trying to get the paint that I wanted. There's just so much that has happened the last couple of days that we've entirely missed because of the podcast. Whenever I got moved, we rented a rug doctor to clean this area up because it was just storage. So we actually missed out on a couple of times to take up the opportunity to clean. And sure enough, everything's clean, everything's ready. I'm moved in. I got my fridge. I got my PC. I told them, I was like, the essentials that I need are bed, couch, TV, PC. Bed needs to come so I can sleep. PC needs to come so I can work on the podcast. Couch needs to come so we can record the podcast. TV needs to come for entertainment.
And I need to come every now and then, or my balls hurt. Also, I seriously expected you were like, painting was a bit of a pain. And the TV needs to come because it's been a long time. The couch needs to come because, I mean, it watches me all the time. Just rolling, dude. I'm awful. Like, I'm actively listening to the things you're saying. I swear to you, I am.
And just making jokes.
It's just as soon as you say something, I'm like, ding, ding. They're not even good jokes. I just try to spit out as many jokes as I can, and maybe one will be funny.
Maybe one will land.
I might be a meme one day. You never know.
Could be. I was a meme.
That you were. You were the Mighty Zeus, wasn't you?
Yes. I was on iFunny. I was on the front page. My buddy Tyler showed me that, actually, because he thought the video was funny. I was like, that's me.
You know, it's really funny because our good buddy Double X said something with the Mighty Zeus once. He's like, you know that meme? And I was like, no. And then I found the meme, and then I was looking through your TikTok after I found out that you had a TikTok, and I was like, the Mighty Zeus.
Yep.
And I was like, oh man, he's using that other guy's audio, and it said original audio, Skull Candy Eater.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Not all of us have a big penis. I get it.
Little known fact, I'm kind of a big deal.
Little known fact.
Little known fact.
Kind of a big
The
Earth is flat.
Get out the window.
Have you seen that thing where the guys are trying to do their experiment to prove that the Earth is flat with the 2 holes and the light?
Oh yeah.
Or the laser?
And then it didn't work.
And it actually proved that the Earth was round. That was the funniest fucking thing.
He was like,
They're
I'm
like,
gonna prove it.
Now he should be holding the thing up this many meters off the ground, and it'll work. And he's like, all right. He's like, are you holding up the thing? He was like, yeah. He was like, here, hold it up a little bit more. He's like, okay. He's like, oh yeah, now I'm getting it. What's the distance? It was the distance they said for the Earth to be round.
Whoops. Just comes to show whenever you're wrong, you're wrong. Here's the thing, too. Here's my thing. Like, if you've ever been in a plane, you can see the curvature of the Earth sometimes.
You see, I've never been in a plane.
Yeah. But depending on how high you go, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
You know how fucking awesome that is?
Literally.
Like, dude, we are two guys sitting on a tiny couch. I mean, it's not a tiny couch, but like,
It's a tiny couch.
I'm talking about in relative world. Like, this is actually a pretty nice sized couch. Bigger than the couch I've got in my house.
That's true.
But
two guys
sitting on a couch. On
In
a
some
rock.
countries, it's considered big.
On a rock that is hurling through the void around a star.
Around a big ball of fire.
Yeah.
That could kill us all.
If it wanted, yeah.
If it wanted to at any moment, it would just kill us all. Yeah. It's a terrifying thought. And here's the thing, too. Anything could happen, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things that are out of our control. I actually was reading a thing, because at work we had a little safety thing, and one of them was about heat stress, you know, which is handy information to have in the line of work. And then they handed us another piece of paper that was about stress. And I was like, you know, y'all cause this. Y'all are the ones who are in control of this right now. And they're like, well, if there's things that you can change and you can do, then like you can make efforts to change those. You know, you were in control of that. And then it's like, and if there's things that you can't control, fuck it. Exist.
Just
Suffer.
exist.
You got your arm broke? Can't control nothing about that now, can you? Gonna have to deal with it.
Just gonna have to deal with it then, aren't you?
Got your arm broke? Yeah, you can't go and unbreak your arm. That'll happen over the span of weeks, maybe a month or two.
Damn shame. Anyway, I need you to sign this release form.
Anyway, I need you to sign this permission slip for field trips Friday.
Nice little school trip with the boys.
Dude, I loved school trips whenever I was younger.
I never got to go on any. I've maybe went on some whenever I was like younger, up in Indiana whenever I was at school. But most of the time my grades were not good enough to go. And I was like, what does my grades have to do with this? Like this is an experience that I get to have, and you're taking it away because my grades suck. This could be more informative, you know. Like, we go to like history museums and stuff like that for my history class. I was like, this could be informative.
I think whenever I was really little, they took us on like a little trip to the zoo, like in kindergarten. And then a couple years later, they took us to a cave. Fucking cave. That's a leap there, Derek. It's like, it's like you're 5 years old, you know? You guys get to go to the zoo. You get to
Look
walk
at the
around,
gorillas.
pair off with a few buddies, and walk with one of the adults. And then it's like
the gorillas, the giraffes, the elephants.
in 2 short years, like fucking 8 years old, and they're like, "Welcome to the pits. This is the
pits,
cave,
boy.
and we're gonna turn out the lights when you get down here, and you're gonna see how dark it is down in
you
this
guys went to
cave."
Ruby Falls.
We went to Forbidden Caverns.
Forbidden Caverns.
Yeah. We went down there, and they were like, "Yeah, we have these different lights. It's pretty cool." And I was like, "These are pretty cool." And they were like, "And we call this one," and I was like, "There's nothing in here. I can't see shit." And I was like, "This is a far cry from the fucking land of flour and milk and honey like 2 years ago. Now you brought me to the fucking pits of hell where I see rocks standing up and looking down at me, and there's a bat that's going flutter. Fucking what the hell?
See, if I was the man, I would be running around in that cave with night vision goggles on the second they turn those lights off.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Can you imagine how horrifying that would be? You can't see. And not only can you not see, you will not be able to see because your eyes can't adjust to light that isn't there.
Right.
So you're going to have to learn real quick where the bumps are.
Yeah, no. And where the fucking holes are.
Yep.
Because that shit go deeper. Dude, you know what's wild?
Down.
You know what's wild? Like, there had to be a time that somebody was just walking around and they were like, oh, look, it's a hole in the ground. Wonder what's down there. And they had to get so deep. And they're like, this blows. And had to hope to pray to Jesus that they found their way back out. You know what I mean? Because like, what if you're walking back? Light's not necessarily that good. What if there's a little alcove that you missed on the way down that you didn't see, and you start fucking wandering deeper?
Well, someone did that at the Forbidden Caverns. He crawled for miles in a crawl space until he finally reached where that was Ruby Falls that he did it. And they show you, like, they caved out the area and showed you what he had to crawl through for miles till he found Ruby Falls.
You know, I've talked multiple times with multiple people about how much of a wuss I am. You know what I mean? Especially in respect to, like, all these other people, which I guess, like, when you're put in a certain situation, right? When you're put in a certain situation, your survival instincts will kick in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's do or die. I've got to move. You know? But me, right now, sitting on this comfy couch, sipping on a mixed drink, puffing on a fucking apple-flavored vape.
I would not be caught dead. No, I would be caught dead.
Yeah, that's how I would be caught. They would be like, where'd Alex go? I don't know. And years later, when somebody else like fucking buys that property and they're excavating because they're going to put some fucking casino there or something, they're like, oh shit, there's a dead guy. Or a bone. Or a fragment of one. Shit, I don't know. Dude, that would be horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like, oh no, what have we unearthed?
Put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
Put it back. We're buying more land. Buying new land. Dude, if somebody owns a casino, they don't give a fuck. Like, if somebody's building a casino, or like a group of people are building it, they're like, hey, so we found a dead body while we were excavating. They'd be like,
okay, and?
The dumpster's over there. You know.
Did he have a permit to be on my property? No?
Sue him. Sue him.
Sue him. Sue him into oblivion.
Tell him to get a hold of his lawyer. Dude, he's fucking... Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Get the lawyer on the phone.
Could be some crazy nut job. He's just like, damn, he found a way into the property super fast. Make him head of security.
So it's just he's just you're in uniform. They had to help you into it, and they put you in the security room, and you're just.
I love how you say they had to help you into it as if you did any effort to get into it. They had to help you into it. By that I mean they put you in that.
They
fucking
put
suit.
you in the uniform.
And
They're
you're just sitting there.
He's so stone cold. He doesn't give a fuck. This boy has zero fucks to give. We had to put the uniform on him because he was so unmoved and unbothered to put the uniform on himself. Look at this guy. Absolutely unbridled fierceness behind those eyes.
He's like pitching it to his buddies. All right, guys, now I've got a good candidate for our head of security. I'm going to go ahead and warn you before you meet him. He is a man of few words. I mean, this guy is a tough nut to crack. And that's why I think that he's really going to be the guy that we're looking for this position. I mean, he found a way onto the property. Like, he found a way in before we even bought this thing. So, I mean, this guy's got to be good.
He's clearly top notch.
He is absolutely top notch. I can't wait for you guys to meet him. And like, they all walk in there, and they're like,
John,
So let's get some information from you first. Name, and the guys and they're like, fuck, he's so cool.
But there's like that one guy's like, John, he's fucking dead. Like, we need to bury him.
John's like, I'm buying you out right fucking now. Fuck off. And he's like, you know what, man? I think I'm getting out of this bit. It's like, John made the best decision of his heckin' life. But this other guy's just like, yeah, man, I see what you're saying. He is so cool. Like, he's so cool to touch.
He's physically, like, he's
physically cool.
He's soothing. He's just, wow.
It's like a bliss when I'm talking to this guy. Like, he's a really great listener, I feel like.
He's just, like, I feel like I'm being heard, and I just can't, my wife doesn't even fucking listen to me.
Make him like head of HR, and people go in there to like talk about their problems with the company.
He's just running the company single-handedly, and he's just... And he's such a frivolous liver. Like, he doesn't buy things frivolously. He just sits on his money. Like, he doesn't have any bills to pay.
He's so frugal.
Like, just the way that we all need to put him as an idol. He just becomes like a deity. People start worshiping him.
Oh my God, dude. It's like, you know what, man? Head of security, head of HR, all this other stuff. And they're like,
head of customer service.
Like, there's this one guy who's like on the bottom level, like he's a dealer or something. He, like his immediate boss was like being a straight up asshole to him, like straight up, like the boss commits like a crime, like assaults this dude, like slaps him across the face, and he's like, you know what? I'll take that. The guy actually doesn't take it. He says, I'm going to take it to HR all the way to the top. So this guy goes up there, and he's just like, and then my boss called me a fucking wanker, and he slapped me across the face. And the dude's just sitting there, and he goes,
after 3 years of being dead, he's like, and the guy's like, you okay?
he's like, he's fired. Fucking, don't you worry, we'll take care of it. And the guy comes in there, and he's just like, so I'm gonna give you a verbal warning. And like, now he's back to life. We just wrote the wildest comedy.
This is the sequel to Swiss Army Man. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's starring Daniel Radcliffe. And he's just a dead guy who washed up on shore while this guy is stranded on an island. And so he takes him in. He just takes the guy in. And he's like hanging out with him, but then like progressively over time, he sort of comes back to life.
Now this has to be just in the mind of the guy that's... No.
That's the thing. You never know for a fact through the whole movie.
I think you can make a pretty solid case for the fact of like, it's like the movie shifts to the perspective more of the guy. Does the weather and stuff start getting more fair, and does it start looking better? Oh.
But like, that's the thing. Like, after a while, like, he starts talking. Like, this guy who was presumably dead starts talking. And so you're just like, is he real? Is he like actually alive? But he's like kind of slumped over, and he's always like, yeah, I was thinking, like, what if you want to go on a date with this girl? Like, what happens then? And it's just like, you don't know if he's actually alive or not.
If my body washes up somewhere and I get taken in and my body's just sitting there and a dude's talking to me for weeks, you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna start saying some shit back. Like,
yeah.
Like, it'll be like, how everybody talks to their dog or their cat, and they're like, I know you can fucking talk. Just fucking talk to me.
English.
I'm like,
Wow.
No.
Guess I better start learning German.
My dog started speaking to me in German. I'm pretty sure I'd have some problems because I don't even have a dog.
You should probably be taking those pills that doctor told you to take. Or keep drinking. Alright.
None of that was picked up. Dude, for real, what are you thinking about this shit?
I'm loving it.
I am too. I'm very sad.
I'm loving it.
Fucking. Come up. We gotta come up with a new thing. He's over here. He's like, okay, I'm loving it. Like, oh, you mean you're a lick of my suck of my stroke of my loving it?
What?
Oh, that face. That was the funniest shit. Just fucking you turtled.
You sound like a pug.
I genuinely think I'm crazy.
Baby, you're crazy. Yes, like me.
I got tickets to the train. You know that train that's crazy.
I hate this.
That's how it goes.
I'm quitting. I'm putting in 2 weeks. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't handle this. I can't fucking sleep. I can't walk. I can't breathe. I can't drink. I can't fart. And he doesn't have a fucking pun for it.
No, I'm so horrible. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm crazy.
I'm so horny.
I don't know, dude. I'm fucking rock solid.
I literally thought that's what you were gonna say.
The 2 inches of my American wiener are fucking granite.
Granite. Countertop. Could not chip it one bit.
Could not chip one bit.
All 2 inches of my American wiener are granite. Could not chip it.
It's a dude who's trying to figure out, metaphors, right? You know? And it's just like, yeah, man. It's like, yeah, man, my dog was a hurricane. Just came in, started turning everything upside down, just running around and around. And he's like, yes. Metaphor. I have one. Last night, I was in bathtub, and my penis was granite countertop.
It was granite countertop.
I don't know why that guy had that exact accent, but he did. That's the way life goes.
Penis was granite countertop.
Penis was granite countertop. He's like, damn, dude, you're so close. Granite, you had it at granite. Then you made it long and slender.
Long and slender win the race. Short and fat. We're not having that. Long and thin gets it in.
Long and thin gets it in. Short and fat, not having that.
Not having that.
Not having that.
Wife Barbara, not having that.
But I gave Barbara a small jack, which for me with which I can dump my data.
She is computer. I am flash drive, and I'm installing a virus.
My problem is, I was a hard drive a little while ago. Now I have to take pill because I am constantly floppy disk.
Whenever I call the old flash drive here the Trojan horse, is what she trusts me to let me in. She finds out there's a lot more people inside. Once she lets me in, the little swimmers find their way in. They infiltrate.
You know, that was very descriptive. Got a bunch of little Michael. I was hoping for a bunch of little Michael Phelps. Found out I had a bunch of little pugs in there.
I was hoping for a bunch of Michael Phelps, but it just turns out I had some bugs.
Can't swim worth a damn. Every damn one of them guys was trying to find that son of a bitch, just like. Damn, sounded just like she did.
I'm sorry if she sounds like that. Respect everyone, treat everyone with respect, but buddy, you need to change your Facebook status to single real quick.
Yeah, man.
You're just going at it, she's like...
No, I was meaning like he's putting it in another...
I liked my idea better.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, drop that shit. Drop the load, buddy.
The fucking pretentious sound. Yeah, I like my idea better. I'm funnier. You're just going to town on her. She just sounds like...
Barbara's got a short circuit's what it sounds like.
At least it's not like whining like I'm like... At that point, you need to call an exorcist.
Yeah.
Barbara, please.
Just, oh God, I'm cool. Kicks on the generators. Oh shit, there's a power outage. Thank God I installed these things. Starts smelling like fucking gas burning.
All I'm thinking of, all I've been thinking about since we've been talking about Barbara, is Siri with the phone plug. Where you're like, you look up something and then you start put the cable like near the port. And she's like, plug. Have you never seen that?
I have. You unlocked a memory.
She's like, plug. The capital of Massachusetts.
Kelly Clarkson. The 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
You know that was improvised?
Really?
Yeah. Because he wanted a genuine reaction, so he actually had him wax his chest so that it would be real.
Huh. He better have gotten paid some $2.
He probably did.
He probably did. And then he did.
It's Steve Fuck Mothering Carell.
It's true. But no, Alex, you were telling me earlier that you were needing to participate your way to today's festivities. So I think we should get around to asking you, Alex.
Yeah.
Where does the Busker Irish whiskey stand on the clock for you?
Well, I'm actually going to answer both of your questions here. The bunkers, still to this day, some of them lie in some of the forests in Europe. And the Busker, I watched a documentary on World War II history. and you
That was so left field. Well, some of the bunkers are still in Europe to this day. But the drink...
No, dude, for real, though. Whenever you said that, my mind went back, because it's so wild that Madison and I watched a documentary about it. It was like buried World War II history. And these guys like did a flyover thing. I swear I'm going to rate this drink in a second, but I just have to explain myself. And like, they were in this forest and they found a bunch of like these bunkers. Like, that were, some of them were still intact. and some of them had, alas, been exploded from the inside, and shit like that. So whenever you're like, where does the bunker, I just automatically was like, where does the bunker lie? Well, there's still a few of them, and they're like, anyway, the Busker actually lies pretty high on the clock. The taste, the flavor, how smooth this whiskey is. Not to mention how easy it mixes with a Dr. fucking Pepper of all things.
Dr. P.
You know. I actually can't find much negative to say about this at the current moment. So, straight up, dude, I'm gonna give this a 5. I'm really regretting that I picked such good drinks that I have to miss out on drinking a lot of wine.
I will be drinking that in my free time.
I will as well. That's why I'm giving it a 5, because like I can't give it less, because I'm probably gonna spend the money to buy me another bottle.
I mean, you are always welcome to come over and enjoy a drink with me.
Well, I certainly appreciate that. You're also welcome to come and enjoy a drink with me as well.
And I need to, because I need to spend more time with Smudge.
Absolutely. Here in a few weeks, it'll be in a new location. That'll be a fun time.
Yeah. Smudge is gonna have a ball finding out all the new floor plans.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll have some cats.
You will. Now, Derek.
Yeah.
Where does the Busker lie on your clock?
I thoroughly enjoyed this.
Good. I'm so glad. Like, genuinely, I'm so glad that I found like that there are multiple whiskeys that we have found on this podcast thus far that you enjoy, that you would drink in your free time.
I mean, it's mainly been like the Irish whiskeys that I've enjoyed too, so maybe there's a particular take. I don't know. But I mean, now that I've like learned how to actually you sip it, kind of taste it, give it a minute, it makes it easier to shoot. It's not bad. Mixing it enhanced the flavor of the Dr. Pepper. You can actually taste more of certain areas of the Dr. Pepper with it, so maybe it just complements it better. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I would easily say that this right here is a 5 o'clock, hands down, easily.
Fuck yeah.
So
I
boys
did
and girls,
good.
guys, gals, non-binary pals, your boy's starting to be a whiskey drinker.
A little bit slowly but surely. Now, Derek, while you've got the floor, we'll invert this just a little bit here. What are you wearing?
Well, I mean, we only took.
Yeah, that you're working on your third shot. I only
my
had
third shot.
I only had 2.
Even with this, with only 3 shots, I could drive without a doubt. And even if I got pulled over, I would test below standard point. So I'm probably wearing, some slim fit jeans, some new Converse, a sick hoodie, and a bill folded backward, bruh.
Heck yeah.
We're street ready.
Now,
Ooh, I like that. Street ready.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
We just found a new term for sober on the podcast.
Street ready.
Like genuinely sober though. Like not one of those like
I could drive.
yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, that's.
Fuck that.
But no, yeah, Alex.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Well, that is coming up on mine. Sir, I only had 2 shots, but I know for a fact that had I had about 2 or 3 more of them mixed drinks, which I was sipping pretty easy on this episode because, like Derek was saying, I do have things I need to do in the morning. But had I went unbridled, I would have wanted to drink more, and I would have, and dude, I would have gotten fucked up. Because it's a stout whiskey.
It's stout.
But, alas, the rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. I'm sitting pretty right now. I'm actually sitting in something kind of like what I'm dressed right now. Like, I mean, I've got me a nice comfortable shirt on, got some breeches that feel real good, got me some socks that's keeping my little tootsies warm, and I would go so far to say that I've got shoes on. You know, if it's during the day, I got sunglasses. If it's during the night, rocking no sunglasses.
Rocking sunglasses because I wear my sunglasses.
Absolutely. But I know that this drink does have potential to get you where you would want to be. Just looking at the stats, and I mean, like, there for a second, like a while ago, I kind of felt like a little something. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like drunk or like seriously buzzed or anything, but like I could tell that I had had a drink. You know, and after having a drink, you want to feel like you've had a drink.
A drink.
So, you know, I seriously, I don't think I could find enough good things to say about this. This one has been an absolute winner. Now, Derek, I'm gonna toss it up to you. Now, for everybody who may be listening or watching, who like stumbled upon this or was told about, or like somebody's friend told you about this show, you know, what's something that you think that somebody should do if they really like this content?
Well, allow me to inform you, my friends. You should check us out on Discord. You can join the Discord server. You let us know how we're doing. Tell us what we need to do to improve. Give us some suggestions. We intend to start doing those soon. I know that I've said it for weeks now, but as we're moving through, we're not going to be celebrating the Irish Drinking Month. I'm wanting to slowly start moving into mixed drinks and start being able to actually start making some of the things that you guys have made. I know that it's been sitting in the Discord. I've been staring at it, drooling over the possibilities and dreading some of the other ones. But the big plan is I want to start paying attention to you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of the channel. You guys give us purpose, and you guys give us something to talk about. You guys feel the need to come in, listen to us every week. Some of you, you know who you are, fall asleep to us while we're talking about, rambling about random bullshit. So you can check us out on Discord. Now, whenever we start getting a little more activity, I want to start actually focusing on the Instagram. We do have an Instagram. You can follow us. Whenever we start getting more into it, we can start putting more stuff into it. If you give us a follow, make sure you follow our actual TikTok account, because once we start doing that, then we can actually go live on the official TikTok. We've been going live on my account, which isn't a bad thing, but no one comes to see us through that account. So being able to see that the 5 o'clock reboot can expand that much means the world to us, because that means that we can eventually start branching out, talking more to you guys, and figuring out what it is that we need to do to make it better for you guys. With this new space, there's so much that we can do. You are what gives us the ability to do that. And if worse comes worse, you can check out the Twitter. I don't fucking post anything on it, but hey, it's there. But that's basically about it. I mean, you know, subscribe, like, share around to your buddies. You can even comment in the comment section. Tell us what we're doing. But, I mean, other than that, I don't know. You can come over, hang out.
You know, be a guest on the pod. I mean,
be a guest on the pod. Don't actually show up here unannounced, because that could be an issue.
You know, if you show up unannounced, we will be a little upset. But I mean, I'll shake your hand.
I'll say hi, then get mad, and then give you all my shoes. But
I mean, I'll ride down to the gas station and get a Coke with you. But
get a Coke. But other than that, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we're gonna catch you guys in the next episode.